Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we have a video by Jimmy High Roller. It's titled "From the Shortest Player in the Country to a D1 Basketball Player." I'm curious how tall this dude is right here because, like, being a short player myself, or just short in general, it's like, I understand the hardships of trying to come up in the basketball world. That's why I do this instead of actually playing real basketball, right? So let's watch the video, guys, by Jimmy and see what this dude's all about.
As a former NBA player, you have a lot to live up to. But for this hooper, just hitting 5 feet tall is an accomplishment.
Damn. That boy is short!
What's up, everybody? It's Jimmy, and before we get into today's video, I need all y'all to go check out SeatGeek. SeatGeek is an app that brings the best and cheapest tickets straight to you. They do all the work for you by sorting through your day. Just click on the part. We've all experienced being the shortest player on the court, and it isn't fun. Whether it's an actual organized game or just in a local gym, no one likes being that guy. But for Malcolm Reed, being the smallest guy in the room is all he's ever known. Standing at just 4'11", Malcolm has always had a tough time reaching his goals. You get it? Like reaching his... because
yeah, we get it, Jimmy.
Anyways,
we get it, Jimmy.
Malcolm's story begins back in 1993, but shortly after he was born, his parents found out something no parent wants to hear. When Malcolm was just 2 months old, doctors diagnosed him with hypochondroplasia. This thing, a disorder that results in shorter limbs. He was bow-legged, his hips were out of line, and his doctors told him he would never walk. But his father was determined that his son would learn to walk and live a normal life. Now, Malcolm's father wasn't just your average dad. Malcolm's father is Billy Reed, a former NBA player drafted in 1980 to the Golden State Warriors. Billy refused to accept the fact that his son would never walk. So slowly, Billy taught Malcolm how to sit up, then stand, then walk. But life's adversities didn't end there. As you might expect, being a 4-foot-tall basketball player in high school comes with its own set of challenges. As a freshman, Malcolm was cut from the basketball team at his high school. Despite his efforts, Malcolm came up short.
Don't do it, man. Come on, man. Stop doing that shit.
Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop.
All right. Cool.
When asking the coach why he was cut, he was told a line that he was all too familiar with. "You are too short to play." So who better to ask for advice than his own father, a former NBA player? But the thing is, his father was 6'5", not tall by NBA standards, but a giant to Malcolm's. Still, Billy put everything into perspective for Malcolm. 35 years earlier, Billy was selected with the very last pick in the draft. And this is back when the draft had 9 rounds. Even as a professional, Billy was an afterthought. And just like Malcolm, he was underappreciated in his own right. He understood
Isaiah Thomas was the last pick in the draft. Just gonna say that real quick. You want to talk about short players?
What it felt like being an underdog, and that was a huge moment in Malcolm's life. So that season, while other kids were practicing with the team, Malcolm's father was pushing him in his own workouts. Billy had to teach Malcolm how to make up for his lack of size. Malcolm's legs were so short that he even had to relearn how to run correctly. The following season, Malcolm not only made the JV team, but he even suited up for varsity as a 4'9" sophomore.
Nice.
Malcolm's former high school coach had high praise for him. He's extremely small, but what I admire about him was his tenacity, heart, and great attitude. By his senior season, Malcolm was the captain of the varsity team and averaged 8 points a game, even gaining interest from several colleges. But again, Malcolm ran into more obstacles when the only college coach that gave him an opportunity had parted ways with the college. Without the same coach that had recruited him, Malcolm's tryouts with Spring Hill College weren't very successful. He felt like all his hard work in high school was for nothing, and once again, his value on the court was determined by his height. But then something remarkable happened. Coach Ladner, the same coach that gave Malcolm a chance in high school, was introduced as the head coach at Southeastern Louisiana University. So once again, Coach Ladner offered Malcolm an opportunity to try out, and Malcolm made the team. A 4'11" tall Division I basketball player. But to Malcolm, this was just another day as the smallest guy on the court. Now, the shortest player in Division I basketball. Hope y'all enjoyed, and as always, until next time.
I'm curious what kind of numbers he put up. Like, if he actually, like, put up stats or anything, or if he just kind of sat on the bench. My guess, being in D1, playing against D1 colleges, probably didn't play all that much, but still being on the roster, so get to wear the uniform. So that's how it was for me back. And I'm like, wow, I made the team in 8th grade. I think I made it in 8th grade, and then I didn't make any more teams after that. Anyway, guys, hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you are new to my channel, and peace out, my friends.